Hey everyone, this is Michael again, and welcome to my review or my thoughts on DC's Legends of Tomorrow. It's a show that premiered last week, last Thursday on the CW. It's based off the DC characters, that were on The Flash and also Arrow, and it aired the first episode. The first half of the pilot last week, and then last night was part 2 of the pilot. And what I think about DC's Legends of Tomorrow, I really love the show. I think it's it's a good show so far. It has the potential to be a really good show. It's tied into the Flash and Arrow universe, which is cool. And basically what the show is about is begins in the future in the year 2166, and the villain in this season, Vandal Savage. If you don't know him, go and see the crossover episodes from this season's Flash and Arrow crossover, because they do a episode. The crossover episodes are both about Vandal Savage, which his character, he's an immortal person, and his plan is to take over the whole world. And if you haven't seen the crossover episodes of this season from the Flash and Arrow, the first crossover for both of the shows of this season, go check them out. But the whole season of Flash and Arrow for both shows this season the first half has been tying it to Legends of Tomorrow, leading up to the series. And basically what happens in the first episode, the part 1 of the pilot, is it takes place in the year 2166, and Vandal Savage has successfully conquered the world. And we see Rip Hunter, who is in my opinion the main character of the series. We see his family ends up being killed by Savage. And Rip Hunter is a time traveler, and he travels back to 2016 to organize and set up a group of heroes and villains. And those heroes and villains are, Atom, Sarah Lance, Heatwave, Captain Cold, Hawkgirl, Hawkman, and also both halves of Firestorm. And, he sort of tricks and lies to the team, saying that, they are all legends, which, Rip just wants the team to defeat Savage and change the future. And so the team ends up fighting, and they want to make a name out of themselves, so people will remember them. And pretty much that's basically what the plot to the series is. And in the first episode, they're time traveling, and Rip takes the team to 1975 to talk to this professor, and trying to get some more information on where Vandal Savage is. And so, there's a time traveling, bounty hunter named Kronos who attacks Rip's ship. And so the team has to, stop, Kronos from destroying the ship. And, basically that's what happens in the first episode. It's just the setup of, Rip setting up the team and, giving them, telling them that they have a mission to do. And part 2, which aired last night, the team is still in 1975, and the Professor Stein sees his young self in high school, and because there's the team infiltrates an auction for terrorists, and we actually see in this episode Ray Palmer, who's Adam. We actually see him shrink in this episode for the first time, because he never did it when he was on Arrow. which was waiting for, because I'm like, am I watching, when they introduced Adam on Arrow, I'm like, all right, so isn't he supposed to shrink? When is he shrinking? And they held it off until this series. It's actually really cool, how the way he shrunk, and there's this piece of race suit that ends up going missing, and they find out that small piece from his suit was actually built by Professor Stein, his younger self, and then Captain Cold and Heatwave and Ray go to this home to get the dagger, which we find out is Vandal Savage's home, and he imprisons Captain Cold, Adam, and Heatwave. Also, Vandal Savage ends up killing Hawkman with the dagger, and we reveal that only Hawkgirl can wield it to kill him, and she also ends up getting injured, and the team is forced to plan a new strategy, and basically that's how part 2 of the pilot ends. And so so I thought it was a cool, really good 2-part pilot episode. Really enjoyed both of them. I like the chemistry between the characters. Really like in part 1 of the pilot that scene where you see Laurel and Sarah together, and Laurel ends up saying you could go back in time, and you could be the White Canary, which I thought was really cool. Even though it was a short scene, it was a really cool, good scene. I also like the bar fight in part 1, where Sarah Lance just kicks ass in the bar, and also gets help from Captain Cold, which that was really awesome. Just Sarah in the show, her style, like fighting, is really awesome, really kick ass. So, but yeah, so my thoughts on the Legends of Tomorrow and the next episodes. I think it's going to be a really good series. It has potential. Really love it so far. I enjoy the characters. My favorite being Rip Hunter. Also another favorite character of mine is Bullhazer Firestorm. Dr. Martin Stein and Jefferson Jackson, and also really like Captain Cold. Even though we got to see a lot of Captain Cold in season 1 of The Flash, which they used him to death in that season. But Legends of Tomorrow, I would recommend it. It's a good show so far, and if you like time travel, and if you like the DC characters, you will really like this show. It's just really good so far. Really excited to see where the show is going to go after after both pilots aired. After this pilot aired, which was a 2-parter. Like I said, Legends of Tomorrow, good show so far, and really love it. So anyways, that's it for my thoughts and a little review of both parts of the pilot of Legends of Tomorrow. Thank you all for watching, and if you watched the pilot, both parts of the pilot, let me know what you thought of it, and let me know your thoughts on where the series is going to go after after both parts of this pilot aired. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. But anyways, thank you all for watching, and until next video, I'll see you all later. Bye.